Hi, my name is Damon Brown of DamonBrown.net. My thing is helping you as a non-traditional entrepreneur, whether you're a solopreneur, a side hustler, or someone working within an organization who's trying to do something different with limited resources. Today, we're going to talk about how you can build your business and your following in your career without social media. A few years ago, I actually left Facebook. I shut it down. I think I had like 5,000 people who follow me on Facebook, and it being a part of my book campaigns. I've done 25 books, and it being a part of my campaigns. And at a certain point, I decided to get off the bus. It was before or during the ethical stuff that was happening over there, but it was also because I saw some writing on the wall. So I'm going to talk about the three different ways that I was able to make my business even more profitable and serve you better by leaving social media, which doesn't make any sense for a lot of people, but let's go ahead and break it down. The first thing is that you shouldn't have to build your stuff on social media if you build your list. Build your list. What do I mean by that? When you build your list, that means that you actually are directly connected to the people that you want to serve. I have joindamon.me, joindamon.me. That's an email list. And you can go over to joindamon.me right now, subscribe, and every Wednesday at 5:55 a.m. based on my local time in Las Vegas, you will get an email from me. And it'll be some articles in there. It'll be unique one-on-one coaching opportunities. I just relaunched my boot camp. And so I have a boot camp over at Teachable at paylansing.teachable.com. You can come through and get special goodies with that. You can find out about the books before they come out. Again, I've done 25 books, so I've been doing my thing. So there's always new stuff going, and of course keynotes, coaching opportunities, and all that good stuff. That email list I own. In other words, if you sign up for the email list and there's some good stuff that's going on, I can talk to you directly and find out about it. Some of you are already part of the email list, and we can communicate regularly. I can even break it down because I use convertkit.com. I can put a link in the notes. I use convertkit.com, and with them, they'll break the email list down into segments. So some of y'all are coaching clients of mine. Some of y'all are interested in coaching, but haven't coached with me yet. Some of y'all I met at one of my major keynotes. Some of y'all are actually friends of mine. So that breaks it down. And so if I want to just talk to my friends, or talk to people who consider coaching but haven't coached yet, I can reach out to y'all. If Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram or any of the major social medias right now, as we speak, if they have a blackout, as they did a few years ago, or actually just a year ago, I think Facebook totally blacked out, there's no way for me to serve you. So I don't connect. Like, you might have 1 million followers on Twitter, but if Twitter goes down, you can't contact your audience. And if you're someone who's creating amazing stuff and trying to get it out there, especially independently, you need to be able to reach your audience. What if you have a major launch or you finally get yourself off the ground and then that social media account is down? Number one. So that ends up being part of it. If you're not doing the email thing, consider doing the next level thing, which is texting or having people's numbers. And there's some cool stuff going on with superphone.io, I think is the website of it, but it's through Ryan Leslie. There's another one called Subtext, which I know some folks that work over there. If you look up joinsubtext.com, I think it is. And so you can actually start to connect with people via phone number and text them and keep track of them that way. And it's not a matter of being in control of talking with people all the time and bugging them about stuff. It's about you being able to serve your customer and hold on to your customer and help them on their journey no matter what a third-party social media platform is going. And let's not even get into the amount that you're investing into these social media platforms and you're not getting anything back from them. You likely don't own a piece of Facebook or Twitter or whomever, and that's been a conversation as of late. That's real talk. It's better that you go ahead and build your own list no matter what. Email, texting, a lot of it's old school, but it's old school because it works, and that's why it's still around. Number two, you need to visit people and connect with people directly. That's how you can start to build your stuff without social media. Any of y'all that know me, you know that I used to travel. We're sheltering in place right now, but I used to travel all the time. And if I'm in New York, then you can bet I'm going to have coffee or something stronger with the editors, with the agents, with the entrepreneurs, my background is journalism. I have a column with Inc. magazine. So with the founders that I've profiled, I'm going to co-founders that I'm doing business with, I'm having coffee and drinks with everybody because I'm in town. That physical and at this point virtual connection, that can't be broken. Social media has what I forget the name of the term, but it's basically a loose connection. There's levels of connection. If you and I connect with each other on Twitter and we DM each other, or not even DM, but just tag each other, then we might have a good conversation on there, but then that disappears. If you and I have face-to-face coffee, or if you have a one-on-one coaching appointment with me over at danbrown.net, or if we end up meeting at a conference, or if you see one of my keynotes, then that connection is even deeper. That's one of the reasons why my business went up when I left one of the major social media platforms a while ago, is because I had to connect with people face to face, or I had to text them or email them or do something to connect with my audience. My email subscribers went up because I was doing so much more and pushing my email content so much more, because that was the main way I was connecting with people. So number one, it gives you an opportunity to build your own list. You want to be able to reach out to your customers, the people you want to serve, at any single time. I have my new book coming out, Build From Now, How to Know Your Power, See Your Abundance, and Nourish the World. And as soon as I announced the book, it was last summer when I announced the book, it comes out January 28th, 2021. You can pre-order at danebrown.net or your favorite platform. You pre-order from me, you get a special gift. When I announced it last summer, I believe in August of last summer, then it went to my email list first. And then it was one of my major keynotes, and I announced it there. And there was all this stuff that was happening with it before I even announced it on social media. People were interested, people were asking about it, people were talking about pre-ordering and all that good stuff, well before I even talked to social media. That kind of wave, you're not going to get that with social media. If you do get it with social media, then it's going to be, again, through a third party. And if someone's interested, hopefully they retweet you or, shoot you a DM. But other than that, how are you going to work with them? How are you going to get that sale or get that client or work with that person and help them to the next level? If you get more intimate, then you're able to do that. So building your list. Number two is visiting people, connecting with people. Again, we're sheltering in place as I record this, but there's a ton of people. You can ask other people that I've had these video chats with one-on-one directly. There's a ton of people that I've connected with over text, over phone, even a couple of people that I've socially distanced connect with. I can never get that out. Socially distanced connect with. And that's been fantastic. But that's why I have a new book coming out, again, while we're sheltering in place. That's why I'm doing a lot of keynotes as we're sheltering in place. That work comes from connecting with other people. So number one, build your list. Number two, visit people, virtually or otherwise, whatever is safest for you. Number three, and this might be the most important thing as far as you building your business without social media or just dependent on it, is to be consistent. Be consistent. Again, joindamon.me newsletter every Wednesday, 5:55 a.m. My Inc. magazine column at inkdamonbrown.com. There's 500 plus columns on there from me working with them at this point for 5 years. That means 100 columns every year at average out at. People know they can see me on there. People know that I'm getting content out there. If I say I'm going to show up for a coaching appointment, if I say I'm going to do a live stream, which I've been doing on Amazon Live, I've been doing it here on YouTube and on other platforms, then I'm going to show up. And I know I'm going to be there. Consistency is that strength. Social media can't really do that for you because social media might be all over the place. The people on social media, it might not even be you, the people on social media might be all over the place. So they might not be consistent. What if I happen to not be on Twitter at that time that you're live? I guess I don't catch you, do I? Right? That's one of the nice things about YouTube is that you can subscribe. I recommend you subscribe to my channel. You subscribe on YouTube and you get a notification. That doesn't always happen. People aren't always up on that on other social media platforms, if you want to call YouTube social media. But that's what makes it a little bit different than other platforms. So you can build your business without social media, and it's not just me. There's other people who are leaning on things other than social media. Number one is to build your list. Get an email list going, get a texting chain going, something. Get something going outside of the third parties. Don't depend on them. Number two is that, you want to visit people virtually or otherwise. Connect with people directly. Do not be afraid of a phone call, or I love video chats. doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's number 2. And finally, number 3, be consistent. You have to show up. Social media isn't going to be, it can't be a crutch for that. If you say you're going to show up, show up. If you say you're going to do a weekly newsletter, do a weekly newsletter. If you can do monthly, but keep showing up. If you're going to ship a book, and I said January 28th a while ago, you can bet that the bookstores and you will have it on January 28th. That's how you build a business outside of social media. And I've seen a lot of incredible people do it on scales even bigger than me. So I hope this was helpful. And if you want to get more insight into maximizing your resources, come on over and take the Build From Now quiz at buildfromnowquiz.com. That's buildfromnowquiz.com. It's based on my upcoming book, Build From Now, How to Know Your Power, See Your Abundance, and Nourish the World. January 28th, 2021. Come over to DamonBrown.net or take the Build From Now quiz. Go to buildfromnowquiz.com. You'll find out how you can pre-order it now, get special box sets, get a signed copy directly from me, and get a special gift. Go over to DamonBrown.net or buildfromnowquiz.com to learn more about it. At buildfromnowquiz.com, you'll be able to take a super free, not just regular free, super free quiz. It's 3 or 4 questions, multiple choice. Hundreds of y'all have taken it, which I am flabbergasted by, so I so appreciate that support, which is why I'm beaming, because I love the support that's happening with the quiz, because I love supporting you. You take the quiz, you'll get insight into your biggest resource right now, and if you know your biggest resource, then you can really kill it and do amazing stuff, and it'll prep you really well for the book. Whether you get the book, it'll get you deeper. If you don't get the book, then at least you'll get some insight and a little tidbit to your day. All right? Hope all of y'all are doing well. And remember to always bring your worth and that you can always build from now. Take care.